Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have two Scentsy hauls today. One is from the Fall Winter Catalog 2019. I had ordered it on the last day of January. It took forever to get here. And then the very next day, or maybe February 2nd, I put in my next order that you'll see for the customers that wanted to try out some of the new items. And my whiff box was included. You saw that I just uploaded that really late. I think I got it on the 13th. But I just wanted to share with you before I bagged these up for customers, and a couple of the items are mine. So let's see what we want to do first. I think I will go ahead and show you the old ones first. Most of these are no longer in the catalog, so we'll just go through, just kind of put it in your head like, oh, I remember that one. I'm gonna put that in my on my list for next year, hoping it'll come back. And I think a lot of these will. And I just, had a couple customers. I said, hey, our catalog's ending a month early, and as excited as we all are about that, had a couple people scramble and like, is it too late? So just wanted to share those with you. I have one bar of Silver Bells. This is definitely a year-round scent. And I have this in my own Scentsy club, and I always recommend it to my customers that are not super big, strong scents, don't like anything that's like laundry scented or floral or like bakery. Silver Bells is a good one, and I do believe it'll come back next year. And then she also got apple butter frosting. This should still be in the catalog. I melt this one at work, and it's pretty strong actually. I do half a cube in my mini warmer on my mini tabletop stand, and I get there so early that I turn it on as soon as I get there, and I melt it until mid-morning, and then I turn it off. So half a cube lasts a very long time. I let it get down to where there's basically no scent left. I like the glow of the light underneath all the fluorescent lights that we sit under in our office. And then there is a cranberry garland here randomly. So this is a really random haul. This one, I really like cranberry scents, and this does really well when you melt it, but it smells a little bit like a cough medicine to me on cold sniff, but otherwise it's fantastic. And then I'm really surprised every time my customers get apple and cinnamon sticks. I always need to remember that they love this one. It's too strong for me. The apple brings the cinnamon sticks down a little bit, but I know this is one that would not be popular in my house with all the boys. It's too cinnamon, too craft store, too strong. So but she's very happy to have these. She just kind of wanted them before they came back in the next catalog, just to have. She said, I just like to melt in my bathroom sometimes, and I'm like, I totally get it. So, and then for another customer, she had smelled a couple of my Bring Back My bars, and she got Orange Dreamsicle. This one is nice. I did put this one into my Scentsy club. I don't know if it's going to stay in there a long time, but it does smell exactly like one of those frozen orange dreamsicles that I get for my kids in the summer, so it's really nice. And then the other one is Ice Hotel. I've loved this one for years. I got it from, I used to be a daycare provider. I did daycare out of my home for 8 years. One of the moms whose daughter that I watched, she was a Scentsy consultant, and I got this, first fell in love with this with her the year that it came out in the catalog. So it was really nice to kind of have that memory of that time when my kids were super little and I was working from home. And then we also have one Welcome Home. This one I believe is still in the catalog. This one I prefer much more than the apple and cinnamon sticks. I don't know why, they're very similar, but this is one of Scentsy's top scents. So it is one that is perfect. I don't know that it's a year-round scent. I tend to save it for the winter time, but again, she wanted this one just to have, just if she was in the mood for it. And there are 8 cubes, so there can be 8 different times before the next catalog comes out that she can melt that. And I do believe that if you have a Scentsy Club membership, that one comes in the larger brick. So were she to run out, I would certainly get the brick and offer her lots of samples from it. And then for myself, I made sure to grab the Scentsy pods that I love, especially because I am just adoring the wall fan diffusers. You've seen me unbox those multiple times. I have them spaced throughout my home. I have lots of customers that like them, and they're no mess, which is perfect because we have 2 really young cats and we've got an old Shih Tzu that can barely see, and then so many boys. So, you know, soccer balls go flying, backpacks get thrown without them even looking, and it causes no mess when it gets knocked out of the wall. But I went with the classic Eskimo Kiss. I think that's a year-round scent. These are all my opinions, of course. Vanilla Mint, year-round scent. That goes really well. The boys that share our back bedroom seem to really like that one. And then Welcome Home. And Welcome Home, I always just want to smell it. It kind of just reminds me of Christmas time, just a tiny bit. Got a little spruce or tree note in it, but it's certainly something that would be perfect to put in right before you have company, because it's pretty strong and might cover up some of those other odors. So that is the very last order of the last catalog. Let me show you the new stuff. I seem to have awoken the 16-year-old blind dog I spoke of. Hi, Scouty. And then this is a brand new Buddy Club. This is Hattie the Collie, and he or she, I think it's a girl. I could be wrong. Please correct me. It is Sun-Kissed Citrus. And Logan collects these Buddy Clips. His birthday's in April, so I went ahead and got it. It's kind of dressed like a mermaid there, so I'm not going to take it out of the packaging, but you can see it's a pretty good size compared to my hand. And then, of course, it'll go much longer. But the scent for these holds for a long time, and he keeps his in these little containers. He'll put them away at night after he's been playing with them. He just kind of sets them around when he's doing Hot Wheels or playing on his Switch. I never actually see much interaction with them, but he likes to just have that smell close to him. So if your children like scents and like dogs and like Sun-Kissed Citrus, these are wonderful. They're $15. And that is new to this catalog as well. And then had a coworker that really liked the day I melted some Strawberry Rose. This is our scent of the month for right now, February 2020. This one, it's not super strong. It does really well in small spaces, and it has done really well on my desk at work. You can smell it as you're getting closer to my desk, but certainly not from a different part of the room. You have to be pretty close to it, but it doesn't seem to offend anyone. The strawberry is stronger than the rose, and I really am picky about strawberry scents, and it's not too fake strawberry for me. So, and that is what the coworker liked about it as well. And then had a very happy repeat customer that he saw Bonfire Beach was back. I was a little surprised they didn't keep this in the catalog for the winter, just because they keep a couple of the fresh ones. But it's beautiful. I love it. I am going to stock up on it myself next time I put a bigger order in. But it's light. It's in the fresh category. It doesn't have a bonfire. It doesn't smell woodsy to me. It doesn't smell burnt or like marshmallows. It smells more like a fresh day on the beach as it's getting darker, with, you know, the soot and the ash and the smell of the fire going one way, and just the fresh breeze coming the other way. This captures the fresh breeze. This is one of my favorite Scentsy scents of all time. So Bonfire Beach is back. You can buy the heck out of it for the next 5 months. And then a tried and true classic. We got sea salt and avocado for one of my customers. And this one is in the Scentsy Flower. The Scentsy Flower now has 8 scents. And let me tell you what they are, because we used to only have 4. We now have 8. I had done, I think it was either the sea salt and avocado or the I know I had a couple customers do Luna. And of course now I can't find it. There it is. And so the returning fragrances for the fragrance flower, which is here. I don't know how well my camera's gonna pick it up, but that's our fragrance flower. The returning scents are aloe water and cucumber, Amazon rain, Luna, and sea salt and avocado. The new scents are black raspberry vanilla, blue grotto, which is another fresh scent, go-go mango. I have that in the fragrance mist and it's lovely, and pink cotton. So I'm going to definitely get some pink cotton. Whenever I have coworkers stop by my desk that I don't see too often, they always comment on the fragrance flower. So really excited to get pink cotton for myself. And then there are 3 new ones here for one of my friends. Robin has picked the lovely peach nectar. This is a nice one. I was really glad that she ordered it. And that's the fun part about being a Scentsy consultant, because our testers are amazing, but you just, you know, there's more here to smell. It's got more oils in it, it feels like. And then I can actually remove the whole bar. And that's another trick. Don't break your customers' items. Be very gentle with it. But the oil kind of goes to the bottom. And this is a trick that my Scentsy supervisor that lives down the street had taught me, was to take the whole thing out. But this peach is lovely. I'm gonna have to ask Robin how it does when it's warmed up, because it's fantastic on cold sniff. She also got lilacs and violets. At first I thought this was another welcome home. I love lilacs. They remind me of my childhood growing up. This is gonna be a powerhouse. It is very strong. I've picked up a couple of the lilac candles from Bath & Body Works, and I feel like when I get this one for myself, it's gonna pretty much just do the upstairs by itself. I'm not gonna be able to do the candle and the scent like I sometimes do with my Scentsy and my Bath & Body Works when they're similar, because I will just blow everyone away. And then final one is Mineral Oasis. If Scentsy does anything right, it is these kind of fresh air breeze, like the Atlantic, what is that Atlantic one called? There's one that's by the sea and it is nice and fresh, Blue Grotto. There is, it's called Atlantic Air. And then they've added this Mineral Oasis. Let me describe the scent to you, but when she smelled it in the tester, she was like, yep, I definitely want to try one of those. So Mineral Oasis is dewy seagrass and blooming osmanthus drift across dreamy turquoise waters. So I'm going to have to go Google osmanthus. I think it's a flower, definitely, because it says blooming. But this is lovely, Mineral Oasis. And it's definitely floral, so I'm sure it's a beautiful flower. It's a beautiful scent. I think it's going to be pretty strong as well, same as lilacs and violets, and I don't think you'll be disappointed in this one either. It is lovely. So like I said, by the sea, Atlantic Air, this new Mineral Oasis, Bonfire Beach. There's so many good fresh ones, and as I said, I have kind of a crazy amount of customers and friends that love the strong, like cinnamon type notes. But then on the other hand, they really like these fresh scents too. I kind of like the bakery and more of the classic scents. So it's really fun to be a consultant and to get to sniff all this out when it arrives. So thank you for putting up with me doing hauls from 2 different catalog seasons, even though, you know, one day ends, one day begins. They took a long time to get here. Can't wait to bag them up for my customers. And I just want to thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.